Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am officially going to show you guys all the updates that we have done to the house ever since the last video I filmed last year. I know that in the last video as I was editing, I told you guys that I was going to show you guys the accent wall in my room, and I never got to it. So I was like so into just updating you guys with everything that was going on that I completely forgot. But anyway, so this is where we are going to start. We are in my bedroom. So I'm not going to do much talking. I'll do some talking as I'm showing you guys the stuff, but I'm not just going to sit in front of the camera. So we're going to start off with my bedroom, and yeah, let's show you guys what the bedroom looks like.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will.
Now that you guys have officially seen my bedroom, we're gonna move on to the dining room. Not too much has changed in the dining room, although it does look different, but it all has to do with the curtains. I am obsessed with these curtains. So the curtains that we have in the bedroom are the same ones that we have in the dining room and then also the living room. So everything that I show you guys, everything that is still currently available will be linked in the description box below. I do have an LTK and I do my best to literally link everything on there. So if there's something that you see that you like, 99% chance that it is going to be linked on my LTK. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys the dining room.
My eyes, you can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
The dining room, there are a few things that I still want to update. So I do want to add color to the accent wall just to kind of start breaking up all the white. I also wanted to do accessible beige, but I think that it might pick up that pinky undertone just because it is so bright in here. And then I don't know if that color is gonna go well with the cabinets, since the cabinets are the only thing that is still gray out here. I used to want the cabinets white, but not anymore because I feel like the entire house is white and it's just gonna be a little bit too much white. I think my favorite part out of the whole dining room right now are the curtains that we got. They are from the brand 2 Pages. You can find them on Amazon, or they do have their own website. They are custom, meaning like the size, they customize them to whatever size you need. They have so many options to choose from. And this is just what worked best for us. They have like blackout, they have blackout curtains. These are the privacy lined, and then they have the ones that are sheer. But I love them. I am obsessed with the curtains. Again, we have them in our bedroom, dining room, and living room. And now let's go ahead and move on to the start of the show, which is the living room.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road.
So what do we think? I am obsessed. I know I always say that word, but I am obsessed with our fireplace. And I am so glad that I, for once, took my husband's opinion into consideration, because I originally wanted to do, you know, the fireplaces that everyone was doing where they're just like popping up the wall a little bit and then putting a mantle on it. And then some people started getting creative. They were using like shiplap, black backsplash for it. So I was like, oh, we can do something like that. It'll be cool, quick and easy. But my husband was like, no, everybody's doing that and I don't want that. So I went on Pinterest and I found a couple of people that had something similar to this. Not everyone's was exactly the same, but they had like the same structure, kind of like the same idea. And I sent it to my husband because I really liked, there was a specific one. If I find a picture, I'll put it up here, but there was a specific one that I really liked. It was very similar to it. The only difference was that they had, even though they had it like this, they kind of still had like a mantle on it. And I didn't like that part. So I told them, well, we can just move the edge a little bit out, a little bit more, and then just kind of make that be where, like, if I want to put any sort of decoration, I can just put it on there. But I am so glad we did it this way. I love the way that it turned out, and it is massive. I did not expect it to be this big. I didn't think it was going to be this big, but because our wall back here is pretty big, I feel like our living room is pretty spacious. It fits perfect. I love it. I love it so much. Everything that we bought was from Lowe's, including the electric fireplace. It does work. I did get a lot of questions when I was doing it over on TikTok and Instagram if it actually worked or it was just like for show, but no, it actually does heat up. It is an electric fireplace, and I love it. I love it. I love that I can just turn it on for show without the heat actually being on. That's like the best part because we live in Arizona and we hardly ever need a heater here. But at night when it's dark, I do like to turn it on and make it feel like it's so cozy in here, even though it's like 200 degrees outside. But I love it so much. It is the best thing so far, I think, that we have built. But oh, I always forget about the powder room, and I think I always forget about the powder room because I know that I filmed when we did the shiplap. But let me show you guys the powder room. And then I'm pretty sure that's the last thing that I'm gonna show you guys for today. So let's go ahead and go over to the powder room.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
That was a powder room. It is a little bit harder to like record in there and be able to get all the angles, but again, I love the way that it turned out. The only thing that I don't like, or it doesn't even, I love the powder room, but the powder room is accessible beige, and so is the wall in my bedroom. But the wall in my bedroom is picking up those like pink undertones, and for me personally, I don't feel like it's the same color at all. I do wish that the color that it picked up in the powder room was the same color that it picked up in my bedroom, but I also think it has to do with the fact that we have a lot of lighting in my bedroom. In the powder room, there's no windows. Again, I am super obsessed with our fireplace. Our curtains, I feel like, elevated the whole space in all three areas. The kitchen still looks the same, great cabinets. The boys' bedrooms are the only thing that are a different color, but I think I will leave that for another video because they are in their summer break. They are currently home, and I'm sure their bedrooms are not the cleanest at the moment. So we'll leave that for another time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.